Chase a check, get a check, get a check. Chase a check, get a check, run it back. Passports when we fly.
You talk about like having a lot of adversity in life, a lot of trials and tribulations, you know. So I heard you talk about like drug abuse, drug addiction. You want to get into that, and how was you feeling at the time when you was like using drugs? What made you want to like use them? Because I know it's something that had to, you know, come about where you felt like you needed it, or just felt like you needed an escape. So you want to like talk about that a little bit more?
Yeah. So it's crazy because looking back as a kid, like I wasn't dabbling and stuff like that. Like my peers would do stuff like that, but I was always just like, that really never interested me. I never dabbled in that. Like when it really got serious was when I turned 18. That's when, you know, I started to just pick up smoking. I would literally just like smoke ounces on top of ounces, and then I was like, this is not enough. Then I got into other stuff, like acid, pills. Even though I'm against pills, like even to that day.
Yeah.
But I was just experimenting. It was like a season of just experimentation. Let me just try these things, you know. I think another thing I noticed too now, I realized it's just like that was programmed in my DNA to do stuff like that, to abuse substances. Because knowing my history on my father's side, of course on my mother's side as well, but on my father's side in particular, my grandfather abused drugs. My father abused drugs.
Is this something that you witnessed?
I mean,
or is it something that you think you kind of like was like not I wouldn't want to say naturally made to do, or just like something that it was easier for you to get closer to doing it?
Well, I never witnessed, you know, my dad shooting up or, you know, doing hardcore drugs in front of me. I seen him like open up a bottle and mixing up, you know, alcohol with like orange juice, but that's it, just alcohol.
Right.
No shooting up heroin, no meth, nothing. But to go back to what I was saying, it's just like this was like set in my DNA. Like I was pre-programmed to dabble in stuff like this, because I had that generational curse where my father went through what his father did, you know, abusing drugs and substances, and then, you know, I went through. It's crazy because what my father and what my grandfather experienced, drug overdose, experience being incarcerated. I went through all that at such a young age, and I realized, wow, generational curses are real. So I think that's partially why I, you know, dabbled in substances, because generational curses.
So you actually had a overdose.
I had an overdose.
Overdose. You want to talk about that? How was you feeling? Like,
it's a crazy experience.
Yeah.
I don't want to, you know, glorify it or nothing, you know, and I don't mean to say this in a positive way, but when I had my drug overdose and like I had my near-death experience, to tell you the truth, I didn't feel nothing. Like, it was painless.
Was it like a it is what it is type moment?
Yeah, but like physically I didn't feel nothing. But from my perspective, it was definitely something that spiritually was a turning point. Like, it's like it was like an order of different things happening all at the same time. Like when I had my overdose, I experienced things that felt out of touch with reality, you know. That from my perspective. But from my mother's perspective and from my family's perspective, it was a completely different thing. What they saw was a kid just like about to die, like foaming from his mouth, not even conscious. Like my mom told me, like, yeah, I had you in my arms, like trying to like keep you awake, and they had to throw me in the bathtub. Like I was literally like my mom like felt like she was drowning me because she was just trying to like do everything to keep me alive,
man.
But that's a crazy trip. I need to write a book about it, because
for sure, that's
from my perspective, it's crazy.
Yeah.